Are you serious? You're just going to talk what he's talking? That's really disrespectful.
Yes, the comedy stylings of a man Ebony Magazine calls Black America's favorite white comedian. You've seen him on Daddy Daycare, Little Man, playing the role of Zach on House of Pain. Gary Owen joins us live here at GDC. That was you, man. That was you.
That was me. That was me. I'm excited to be here.
That was some pretty funny stuff.
You know, I get stopped for Daddy Daycare a lot. It was funny. I always tell you how I got the part. I was driving around in my car. My agent calls, like, I got this audition for you for this movie with Eddie Murphy. I was like, oh, for real, Eddie Murphy? I was like, what am I, like a cop or something? He's like, I was like a criminal. He's like, what am I? He goes, a big piece of broccoli. I was like, I ain't doing that, dude. I ain't going out like that. And then I saw how much they pay. I was like, oh my God, I'll be a snow pea, a water chestnut. I'll be corn on the cob. Just give me that stalk. I'm gonna play that broccoli.
I love it, Gary. Oh, no, dude, you started out in the Navy and even won an award, but that's where your comedy honed itself, huh?
Yeah, I started out in the Navy. Now, I grew up in a trailer park right outside of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Down by the river?
Yeah, down by the river.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know where I wanted to go. I just know where I didn't want to be. I said, let me get out. I didn't join the military to be some proud American or serve my country.
Sure.
I just want to get out of the trailer park.
Right.
So that recruiter came to my trailer and said, son, sign your name right here. I'll have you out of here next week. I was like, shoot. That's how I signed my name, shoot. I was Gary Shoot in the Navy. And I always tell people, the worst day of your life, unless you go to war, is your first day in boot camp. Because you're used to waking up to good morning, how are you, maybe your song on the radio. They throw a garbage can down, they're cursing you out, and all the other guys was crying. I grew up in a 2-bedroom trailer with 8 people in it. That first night of boot camp, first time I slept by myself in a bed in like 15 years. I go, this is spacious, this is nice. I was so relaxed. Is this a king? Is this a queen? This is single? This a big single, man. What's the thread count on these sheets? It was nice. Now I drove, now I'm on House of Pain right now. So I drove from Atlanta to Columbia. There is nothing. That is one of the most boringest drives.
It's a long ride.
This is all you see. Trees, 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 Waffle House. Trees, 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 Waffle House. You love trees and waffles in South Carolina. That's one thing I know is trees and waffles.
Well, you spend a couple hours and you'll find there's also barbecue here, Gary. You got to try the barbecue.
I like little towns like Columbia because I grew up outside of Cincinnati in a small town called Oxford, Ohio, also a college town. And Columbia's like, not a lot to do, a little bit to do, not a lot to do.
Sure.
Columbia's like one of them towns you ask somebody, hey, what's to do? You're doing it. Thank you.
At least I can say this about Columbia this morning, we're not Clemson.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Woo, doggy, right?
Somebody was on South Beach a little late 2 nights ago.
What was the impression you did for us? You did an impression of a defensive coach, right?
Yeah, right now.
How's that go?
This is Clemson defensive coordinator this morning. Hey, yeah, thank you. Okay, let me get the TV because I'm clearly not coming back.
Gary Owen. Now, you actually are coming up in a movie as well, a Steve Harvey movie.
Yeah, it's called Think Like a Man. It's Steve Harvey wrote the book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Movie's going to be out March 9th, and it's a great cast. Kevin Hart,
are you like another Broccoli or some other vegetable?
No, it's 6 buddies, 6 guys.
Okay.
Michael Ealy, Romany Malco, Jerry Ferrera, Turtle from Entourage, Kevin Hart, and Terrence J. and myself. And then the girls are Gabrielle Union, Taraji Henson, Regina Hall, and Megan Good. And it's just how our girlfriends get this book, and they start putting us guys through tests, and we find out about the book, and we jump the gun on them, and then it's like battle of the sexes. And
nice.
it's just funny, man. I'm excited. It's been screened, all the private screens is getting great reviews, so it's going to be big. It's going to be a big movie, man. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
March 9th.
March 9th. Now, actually, if you want to see you before March 9th,
right.
The Comedy House this weekend. Gary Owen, you're going to be live at the Comedy House.
All weekend. We got 1 show tonight, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. And
awesome.
I am from Cincinnati. I'm a big Bengals fan. Luckily, they were nice enough. I called NFL, and they got the game on at 4:30 Saturday, so I get to watch the whole game.
So this is Gary.
So big shouts out to AJ Green, who's from Sumter, South Carolina. I don't know how far that is from here.
45 minutes.
I got love for Sumter because they gave us a great wide receiver in Cincinnati.
Gary Owen, my friend, comedian, star, movie star.
That's it.
The best broccoli in the business, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, buddy. Comedy House this weekend.
Thanks, man.